Hey guys, what's going on? It's Tcarp. Just wanted to say hey, and got a whole bunch of fish last night. Caught fish till I couldn't catch fish anymore. But I wanted to show you guys kind of again, 4 Patriots sent out this solar Go fridge, and it's been pretty awesome. Last night I had about, I don't know, I'd have had probably maybe 20 fish. Didn't feel like cleaning them all at midnight. Set this cooler down to about 30 degrees, plugged it in, and just kept it downstairs. And it's kept everything, I mean, fresh as crud. It's like basically putting them on ice, but not having to deal with the ice. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clean these. We're going to use two different types of knives. I've got my ESEE Ashley game knife. Now this isn't necessarily a fishing knife. This is primarily going to be squirrels, things of that, squirrels, deer, things of that nature. But one thing I absolutely love about it is it has a small handle, or excuse me, it has a large handle and a small blade. And like James Gibson and Morris Kahansky say, the longer you're in the woods, the smaller your knife gets. And I'm finding that out. Let's take a look here. Also, we're going to be using the Benchmade. This is a Benchmade Meatcrafter. I think this is the essential version. This is the 200 at the time. This is the $200 price point, not the $400. I know I've made another video. One thing I like about this knife is it's absolutely stupid razor sharp. The one thing I hate about this is it does patina up, so you can see where it does get a little bit of rust spots on it. So you've got to make sure that you got to make sure that it is oiled up. I didn't the first couple outings, and I paid the price. So, but anyway, this still cuts, and we're going to use it. And this, I've used this before. This is a phenomenal knife. So we're going to kind of cut through these with both of them. Obviously, I think the blade geometry of this is just going to be far superior to this, obviously. But I just still want to see how the ESEE Ashley game knife does. We're going to be cutting up sharks. We're going to be cutting up whiting. We're going to be cutting up a spot or two and some croaker. So stay with me, guys. I'm going to cut these all up and show you how to do it, and hopefully you enjoy. Stay with me, guys. All right, guys, so here's my setting. I've got a bowl of water. I've got my work area. Try to set this up where everybody can see it. All right. And again, this is not the greatest thing in the world, but we're going to do it. So we've got us a shark. Do it. We're going to clean this bad boy off the best we know how. All right. We're going to use the ESEE Ashley game knife right now. Now, how I cut them basically right through here, and then I'm just going to fillet this down. Now, a lot of people that do this for a living or have done it a ton will be like, oh, you're not doing it the right way. Well, it's the way I do it. If you do it a different way, leave it in the comments. So I will say this hide that sharks have is hard to get through. It's hard to get through, and I probably jacked up the meat right there. So I'm just going to take it and go down the backbone all the way to here. Now I'm going to flip this over. Got a little bit of the spine in there, and that's okay. And then I'm going to take that. They're very strong fighters, at least when they hit it. I mean, they're strong little fighters. Now this ESEE Ashley game knife, it's not doing a terrible job with it at all. Okay, now that we have this, now we need to cut off the bad pieces. So we're going to cut off that. Okay. Cut off that piece. Let's see. We'll cut that off right there. Make it look nice and pretty. Someone will want to eat it. There we go. So, and I'm going to do a difference between the shark and the regular ones, just to kind of see what the difference is between the two. Alright, do the same thing. I'm going to have to resharpen this. Whew. Let me tell you, that hide getting through that shark is no joke. It is no joke, guys. Alright, so we got there. Now we're just going to kind of work our way down, if we can. Let me see, I'm telling you, it is just about just getting through this. A lot of people might not mess with these daggum things just because it's hard to even get through it. I don't even know if I can get through this, guys. I'm serious. We just might have one fillet of that shark. This might be done. Might have to just call it on that one. And again, that's just because ESEE the game knife, it's going to be hard to do. So, not bad. Shark's not easy. So, we'll get another one here in a second. Alright. Now let's try this with a small croaker. We're going to do the same concept. Now that's cutting right through that. That shark skin is just, oh. And instead of, you know, everybody wants to, let's see if we can, let's just see. Try to cut as much as you can down the back. Oh, I'm missing a bunch of meat here. And again, that's not a terribly missable. Okay, I didn't miss a ton of meat. Not as much as I thought. Alright, so now once you get back to the back, you take it. There we go. Alright, so we got that. Now, let's clean this up a little bit. Let's take off a little bit of the rib bones here. Clean this up here. One thing about these are the meat is not really meaty, it's very mushy. Very, very mushy. So there's that. So this does okay with it. Not great. Not great. Again, I'm not the best at doing these, so let me get an actual fillet knife. Let me just show y'all. And that's probably why, if you're going to do fishing, you have multiple knives for multiple things. This is a great, like I said, butchering knife for deer and stuff like that. You want to get an actual fillet knife. As much as we want a knife to be a one-tool option, it's honestly, it's honestly not going to be that. And you got that. Let's see here. And just the thinness of it is just going to be much more, just much more gooder. And of course, I'm pulling this daggum thing apart. There's probably a lot of people that are just absolutely making fun of me online right now. Say in the comments, oh gosh. Alright, and then basically we're going to take that, we're going to take that off. There we go. Not the greatest one, but again, a hush puppy. Or not a hush puppy, but a fish nugget. That's what we're aiming at. It's fish nuggets. Let's do a spot real quick. Now there's some people that can do this and it's absolute perfection how they can do it. These bad boys are slippery and slimy and ugh. There we go. And that's all we're after is these little fillets. Ah! There's bones. That way you don't even have to worry about all that stuff. Look at that. Well, that's not bad. Flip that over. I missed the ribs on that one. Missed the bones. There we go. That's a good fillet. There we go. Now if I could do that every time, that's what we want. But I can't do that every time. Alright. So I think we've made our point here. I'm going to finish getting all these fish. Point is, blade geometry, that's where it's at. So thanks guys for watching. This is Tcarp signing out.